I am about to build a bench seat for the van, and it's going to go right there. It's going to look like this, popped into the video. So the bench seat's going to go right here. We're going to build it. I'm going to walk you through it. It's a piece of cake. We're going to use 1/2-inch Baltic birch plywood. If I'm going to paint this one, so I'm going to use unfinished plywood because the paint soaks in much better. You get a nice finished product if you're painting unfinished. If you're not going to paint it, go with a pre-finished Baltic birch. Super easy, and it's a nice finish. All right, let's get started. I like to design and prototype my ideas in SketchUp. It allows me to kind of play with different ideas without touching the material. In this bench, I'm about 18 inches tall and approximately 18 inches deep for the bench. The doorway that's remaining when I open the sliding door and I crawl inside, that's about 2 feet, 24 to 25 inches wide. I find that that's just about the right width to climb inside the van, but not be too cramped. So this was great. I thought I recorded all of that. We just glued it all together, but I'm going to kind of go up close and show you some of the details of the glue there. So we've got our pocket holes that we did just with a hand Kreg jig, K-R-E-G pocket hole jig. And then we dry fit it. You saw that before. So I went through, I glued kind of the bottom and this centerpiece. I put glue into those channels. I lifted up the back and I put this piece in that holds the whole kind of shape together. And then I popped screws in through all of those areas, and I wiped up the edges of the glue so it's not exposed on both sides. And then I glued each one of the sides. Glue in the channels, popped it in, pocket hole, screw in the pocket holes, suck everything down nice and tight, and wipe up the glue. Same thing on this front corner. So now we're just going to let it sit for a couple hours, let the glue dry. The next step is to walk into the van with this and dry fit it. All right, so we've just set this inside the van here, and we're going to kind of dry fit it. There's a couple things we're going to want to do. Hang a 1/2 inch. So we're going to route this down smooth, and we're going to route that corner off. That way this can go tight up against the box where it needs to go, which is right about there and just back here. Okay. Got some Rust-Oleum gloss protective enamel. I'm going to spray a little bit into a cap, and then I'm going to dab into that cap with a Q-tip and just touch it around that way. Bit of a safer technique. So a little bit in there. And then just dab around that edge. A small hole, you can do this. We're going to give that, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes to dry, and then we'll pop a riv nut in there. This is my favorite little tool of the year. 50 bucks. It is a riv nut set tool. For multiple vans, I use just a hand rivet, you know, pliers kind of a thing, which worked. It's probably better than a manual solution. I mean, it is manual, but it was kind of a pain in the butt. This thing is money. Pop it in the hole. There's our riv nut, all set, ready to go. Okay. The woodwork is done. It's all put together. It's all sanded. It's all tuned and tweaked. Now we're getting ready to paint it. We got to clean up the shop first. Home Depot 16-inch soft close. Two-inch heavy-duty L brackets. They go on the middle and the end screwed into the floor to help support that end. Okay, so what we've installed here is a couple of L brackets, a little over an inch back because there's a half an inch that's going to be exposed and then a half an inch of material. So I come back about an inch and an eighth or so with those L brackets, just so that they're behind the doors. And then obviously there's the track for 2 sets of track for the drawers that are going to go in there. Those are soft close drawers from Home Depot. They're all installed and ready to go. We're going to install this table mount from, who makes that? Lagun table. And then we're going to pop it into the van, getting close. Take a look, show you what we did. Those are those L brackets that we've screwed in here tight, and L bracket there screwed in tight. That's it, and our bolt up there on the wall. So she's all totally secure, tight, and that is our bench. There's our table mount straight down there. They kind of have a offset, so there's like a 90-degree offset in those angles. So one side's going to get screwed onto the material, and the other side is where my loop is going to attach. Let's take a peek. So, got a latch, cables. Those are those little notches I was talking about. Screwed in there. Up in the top, they're just screwed into the top. Make sure you use 1/2 inch or less so it doesn't come through at the top. Oh, and this top piece here that I just screwed in, right, it looks like that. Beauty. It snowed last night. We got single-digit temperatures and a bunch of snow. It's cold, but it's nice and toasty warm in the van. And today we're going to build the drawers that go right underneath the bench that I'm sitting on here. Let's see if we can get a shot. But there's the 2 doors. There's an outside door there that I call this the pantry, and because you can open it from the outside and load your food in there. And let's see if we can go down there a little bit. There we go. So we're going to build a drawer for that, and we're going to build a drawer for this. This is going to be where the toilet sits. And interestingly enough, I'll show you another video soon here. Here's my toilet. I know what you're thinking. A bucket? You using a bucket? Yeah. So, this is interesting. I have used, where does that go? We'll come back to this. There it is. Oh, too far. I have used a variety of toilet systems, and I'll put out a new video just on all those details. I've used $1,000 toilets, I've used $100 toilets, I've used water toilets, cassette toilets, portable toilets, you name it. I like this one the best for a few reasons. Check out the other video on the best toilet systems for vans. This video today is about the drawers. So we're going to measure this up and start making drawers. Oh, bright. Bright sun, cold snow. Thanks for a beautiful day. But there's our baby. Okay, let's get in here. Out of the snow and start cutting pieces. There's our table saw. Got the heater going, you can hear it. Alrighty. So that's what we're gonna cut right there. I'm writing these down. 4 16.5, 2 at 15 plus, 2 at 20 and 5. All of them 5 inches tall.
She ain't gotta pay the rent, and she got a red bow on that brand new Benz. Waiting on shot money to land, sitting in the rain. Going nowhere, she can get to know me from the beginning to the end. Lose is lose, win is win. This is real win.
Alright, so both of the drawers are in. They work great. The last thing we're going to do is put the faces on there and should be good to go. So we're getting to the point of wrapping up our bench build right now, getting ready to take a final look at it inside the van. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helps with your build, either with ways that you can build your bench or ways that you don't want to build your bench. Let me know in the comments if this is helping you, or if there's some things you would like to see done differently. There's probably 100 ways to build a cabinet and a bench, and this is the way I do it. It seems to go pretty efficient, but I'd love to see your thoughts, hear your thoughts, so drop a note below. Please subscribe to the channel if this is helping you, if you like these videos. It helps me a lot to put these out for the crew. I'd like to do the entire van build, start to finish, and put all those together. With no further ado, let's take a look at the finished product. All right, there we go. We got our door open, matching galley to bench, slam latches all around. So we can use that to load up groceries. That's the pantry. You've got some space underneath right there for shoes or small items that you want to slide underneath, easily accessible. You can also slide open the drawer from the back because there's no bottom in here, and you can reach down in there if you need to grab something that's down inside. And on the inside, we have our finished bench product. So we've got our table mount right there. We're going to go pop a table on in just a second. And our two drawers. This is our large pantry. And our toilet. Check out the next video for why I use a bucket toilet, because believe me, I've got some $1,000 toilets, some $100 toilets, a variety of things. I like the bucket the best. Check out that video next.